Dear travelers, you have just crossed a threshold where reality's boundaries are as fluid as a waking dream. This is a place where the ordinary becomes extraordinary, where the known mingles with the unknown, and where the human spirit faces its deepest fears and boldest aspirations. This is a dimension where the impossible dances with the plausible, where mysteries unravel and enigmas entwine. Welcome, dear travelers, to the uncharted territories of the human experience. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Ooh. Now, tonight we shall see not one, but 2 episodes of the Twilight Zone, 1 episode per act. And at various times, we will be coming to you, the wonderful stars that twinkle within the Twilight Zone itself, for suggestions. For example, let us do some practice warm-ups. On the count of not 1, not 2, but of 3, you will tell me your favorite color. 1, 2, 3.
Wow!
Mine as well. On the count of 3, you will go ahead and tell us a paranormal experience that you experienced in your life. 1, 2, 3.
My dead dad.
That's right. Very good. I've experienced that as well. Very good. Now, as you see standing before you are these various people. And tonight's very first episode will center around only one of these characters. On the count of 3, I would like you to call out which one you wish to see in tonight's first episode. Feel free to use a physical descriptor. 1, 2, 3.
Griffin.
Yes, the physical description of Griffin. Yes, this nameless figure here. For this next part, I will require an audience volunteer. Please, go ahead and raise your hand. Ah, I see you right here. Would you please stand up and join us on stage? Thank you so much. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello. What is your name?
Roanne.
Roanne. Thank you very much, Roanne. Are you a fan of the show, The Twilight Zone on TV?
I watched it a couple of times.
Well, it sounds like you seem a little bit newish to the genre, perhaps.
I am a little.
Well, you're in for a wonderful treat tonight. Roanne, I would like you to please choose one of these cards, but choose wisely, Roanne, for this will set the fate of this character. Let us see. An unusual power, yes. Thank you very much, Roanne. You may return to your seat. Yes, this character here will experience an unusual power. Perhaps it is an unusual power that this character has from the start, or perhaps it is an unusual power that this character will acquire later on. On the count of 3, I would like you to call out what this unusual power will be. 1, 2, 3.
X-ray vision.
Parts that make people fall asleep.
I heard your voice first, sir.
X-ray vision.
Ah, yes. He has the power, or perhaps will acquire the power, of X-ray vision. I bring to you the first episode of The Twilight Zone. 4 Eyes.
Good morning, Thomas. Daniel. Here for your yearly checkup, I see.
Yes, I'm afraid I haven't been seeing so well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Breathe in and out. Very good. So, problems with your vision? Yes, I figured that I'd come to you first, and maybe you could refer me to an optometrist, or maybe, do your own. I can give you a preliminary examination right here, if you'll just stay seated while I wheel this over. Yeah, it's just been so difficult. My job is, I sit all day in a fire watch tower in the woods. And if you'll just put your chin on that. Yes, of course. Why? It must get stressful up there all by yourself, knowing that you're tasked with the entire safety of our little town. Sorry, better one, better two. Two. All right. Better one, better two. Two again. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just afraid that if I lose my vision, then I'll make a mistake out there and the whole town will go up in flames. I see. Yes, why? That would be most dangerous for all of us. And finally, better two, better three. Is there a four? No one's ever asked for four. Yes, there is. Better four? That's great. Thomas, your results are most unusual. I think you may be a candidate for a very specific type of procedure. A type of procedure? Yes, a procedure on your eyes. I don't know if I could afford that kind of thing, Daniel. I mean, after college you went off and became a doctor. I'm just sitting in a tower making pennies. No, it's a new government study. They're looking for volunteers. Why, I just received a pamphlet on it this morning. Oh, sorry, that's probably rude of me. It says that they're looking for test subjects who meet a very specific criteria in their vision. Since you asked for four, well, it makes you a perfect candidate. I'd be happy to make a call. I did take the week off work, just with my vision. I suppose I could go under this experimental surgery. It's not dangerous, is it? It's the U.S. government. I'm sure it's fine. And after all, the pamphlet says it's only about a 15-minute procedure. Why, you'd be in and out of there in no time. Oh, that's good. It's just my sister is unwell, and I want to be able to look after her. Julie's not doing well? No, she's not. She's been seeing someone else. Sorry, you know what with your history. Oh, I see. Well, that's fine. I hope she's very happy. Well, this surgery might help. Yesterday I was supposed to serve her cereal, and I'm afraid that I just put a bunch of thumbtacks in a bowl. Thomas, it's a terrible idea to keep a cardboard box of thumbtacks next to your Kellogg's. Well, I'm up for this surgery. Very well, I'll make a call. You report to this address, 163 Chestnut Street. Thanks, Doc.
Thomas Smith, 37 years old, fire watcher, protector of the city, protector of his sister. Like all of us, he wishes to see clearly the beauties of the world, the ugliness of the world, the true nature of his own soul, perhaps. But the only thing that he'll be seeing in 2020 is the Twilight Zone.
Brother, you're home.
Oh, you should be sitting. Here, let me get your chair and I'll put you right by the fireplace. Right there.
Thank you.
My mouth still hurts.
Oh, well, I was going to get you some medicine, but I have that little pill bottle full of thumbtacks in there too. I don't want to mess that up. Maybe an ice pack.
How did the doctor go?
Well, my eyes aren't great, but I'm going to get a surgery. Something with the U.S. government.
A surgery?
Yeah.
Is it safe?
Well, it's the government. I mean, I was trying to read the pamphlet. My eyes aren't too good, but it said something like, "See better than you ever had."
You know what Dad used to say about the government?
Yeah, I know, he wasn't very trusting of them. And what with him going missing and all, we can't blame that on them.
Can we maybe?
I mean, yeah, he was out in the forest one day and he just didn't come back. But we can't say that they abducted him. I mean, that's why I started doing the fire watch in the first place. I have my binoculars and I look out for everyone in the woods around this town.
You do so much for everyone.
Yeah.
And for me. I want you to be happy. I want you to be able to see. But I'm afraid
What are you afraid of?
that something bad's gonna happen to you like it did to Dad. And then I'll be all alone.
I promise you, everything will be fine. And I'll be right back here and I'll be able to take care of you.
Who's doing the surgery?
Well, I don't know yet. There's a big facility on the top of the hill. I was going to hitch a ride up there, and hopefully it's a top scientist.
How was your doctor's visit today? Did he say anything about me?
No.
Figures.
I mean, you're not still sore about that?
Of course I'm sore. I miss him. It's fine. I get it. Who would want to be with a sick old lady like me now?
Oh, you're not old. You are sick, though.
But just promise me you'll be careful.
I'll do my best, and we'll see.
And so Thomas Smith found his way to the government's office. Medical center.
Mr. Smith, is it?
Oh, this is a lot of equipment you have here.
I'm a lot of doctor.
That guy, he's a little scary.
Oh, that's just Bernard. Bernard's a real teddy bear, ain't you, Bernard? Grr. Well, we should probably get to it. Please, disrobe.
I thought the procedure was just with my eyes.
It is, but it's important for the machine to measure the correct concavity of your ocular dysmorphia, and that can only happen if you're naked.
Plus the last guy that didn't have disrobed skin melted off.
Oh, well, I don't want that.
No, you don't.
Underwear?
Please.
Skin melted off.
Why don't you sit here in the glaring light?
Ooh, that chair's cold.
Yes, we keep it in the ice box. Tell me, Thomas. It'll be important to gather some information so that we make sure to set the bicodial denominator correctly. How long have you considered yourself defective?
You mean my eyes?
Or all of the other things that you despise about yourself?
Well, when I was a teenager, my father went missing, never to be heard of again, and I kind of blame myself for that.
Let me enter that into the computer. All right. Go on.
Ever since then, I tried to go to medical school, but that didn't really work out, and my friend became a doctor, and I
I got a job sitting in a fire watch tower.
That seems like a terrible way to live a life.
Oh, it's not so bad. I watch out over the whole town, making sure that everyone's safe and that no fires consume and kill us all.
That's ironic, isn't it? The man with the bad eyesight works at a watchtower.
Yeah, well, sometimes I get bored and I look at the sun. It's awful pretty, but it's really bright. It's kind of like these lights.
Yes. Well, I think I have enough information to begin the procedure, Thomas.
Oh, good.
Bernard, please restrain him.
Is this really necessary?
No.
Oh, okay.